Hey everybody, we're in Samsun on the Black Sea right now, home of the Amazon woman. Today we are in Samsun, and at 1.4 million people, it is the largest city on the Black Sea. And today our first stop is the bird paradise. Storks are a beautiful bird, and here they nest in the thousands. It's something that you have to see for yourself. Behind me are storks, or leylek in Turkey. And they migrate from Africa all the way up to here in Europe. They are an amazing bird and they make huge nests. And this is one of the most popular places that they come to nest. Not only do these storks come here, but thousands of other birds are on this rich delta in Samsun. This is not only a bird sanctuary, but it's a very prolific agricultural area and provides a lot of food for the country of Turkey. This delta is the most productive agricultural center in Samsun. And it is one of the biggest in Turkey as well. And you have the miles and miles and miles of farmland here, of rice production, of corn, every product and crop you could think of. Nice hotel. It's about 350 Turkish lira a night. That's about $20. And got a beautiful view, obviously, of the harbor here. Nice water view, everything. It's a little small, but certainly functional. So we're going to go into Samsun right now, and we're going to have some food that they're famous for. Delicious pita. I love pita. This is my main man Muhammad over here, and he's going to make the pita that is top choice. I'm going to get it this time. These are all the Samsun football teams. And they are very good. They're at the top level of all the cities all the time. They're always competitors.
Samsun Province'in uğrusu.
Kavurmalı kaşarlı.
Okay. 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 Very good. I have a question for you.
Very little speak English.
You'll understand this. Is that you? Is that?
No.
That?
No.
That? Can you get a shot of
This
that? Yeah.
Samsun Kent Müzesi.
That's not you. It looks just like you.
Like.
It looks just like you. Yes, yes. I think so.
Benziyor diyor.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think we settled that.
Samsun'un geleneksel
One of the things that you usually get with a Turkish meal is you always get a salad with it. And this is a special salad right here. First of all, the parsley that you see here is used more than a garnish in Turkey. They put it in salads and it's a regular part of the meal that you eat. Also, we have chopped tomatoes, we have cucumbers, we have peppers, we have onions, and then a lot of things are served with a couple wedges of lemon, and it's very good. Also on this, they put homemade olive oil. So they make that themselves here in the restaurant, and they put that all over it. So everything is very delicious and very, very fresh. Just like it looks. Every taste explodes in your mouth. The onion, the pepper, the cucumber, it is delicious. And of course, the parsley. So also what's quite common is you usually get a little plate of peppers with your meal. And that's a pretty normal service here. And I'm going to just, plenty hot, but the flavor is really robust. You really can taste the vegetable and the pepper in this. It's very good. But that's probably enough for me. But what you have here is we have 2 meat pitas. They designate on the menu how it's cooked, and of course the ingredients too. So good. You can see here, this meat is more ground. That's the difference in this style. And it's got what is called pastrami. Okay, it's a little different than American pastrami, but it's the same thing. And they put that on the top. But this crust is absolutely crunchy and delicious. That is to me what makes the pita. And it delivers all the way. So you see this one, it's the same dough, same bread, of course, but these are larger chunks of meat, and it's got cheese on it. And that really differentiates it as well. So, the meat is much more savory on this one, and I can taste it. It's much more meaty, I guess, if you will, but it's got much more of a beef flavor to it. And of course, the crust is the same delicious crust. And it just delivers every taste you want out of a piece of pita. What I'm going to have now is sütlaç. It's a dessert, and you make it with rice, milk, and sugar, and then you put it in the oven. You boil the milk, then you put it in the oven. You put a nice crust on it, and then you add hazelnuts to the top, and it is delicious. So I'm about ready to have my first scoop here. I'm going to get a piece, all right. So very good. It's like a candy bar in a certain way. I can't identify which one it is though, but it is ricey, milky, and very sweet. Very good. Good. This is a little picnic park here in Samsun, and it's so great to see. This is a Monday, believe it or not, and there are so many people that are just out and around with their families in these little booths, having a picnic, having a really good time, barbecue, and it's spread all over here in this wonderful park. And there's more amusement things over there, things like that. You know, the amazing thing, and I've said this so many times before, family sticks together in Turkey. There are a lot more activities that the families do together than you might imagine. I've always joked that the only time that you see a family together in the American household is the picture above the fireplace. And that's about it. You know, here, family is very close, very important. There's times that you move to Turkey, you live in Turkey, and then there's times you're just a tourist in Turkey. I think this qualifies as one of the times I'm just a tourist in Turkey. See that? We're just going up about 200-300 feet, and then the gondola stops, and we get out and we look down here. So I would say that's pretty tourista. But we're going on it. We're going for a gondola ride. Here we go. This was, I describe, as the trip to nowhere. It was one of the shortest tram rides I've ever taken. It essentially just crossed the freeway and put you on the top of the next hill. Although it was a very nice restaurant and a very relaxing area, and the neighborhood was absolutely beautiful where it was. But, you know, I could have probably done without it. But, hey, when you're in Samsun, you do what the Samsons do. So I was kind of making fun of it. It was a short little ride. It's good, but you know, you get up here and you've got a lot of fresh air and green trees. And this is a very open restaurant. The window's open. It's a nice rest. I could see doing this coming from the park and having a nice meal with the family. You know, I lived in Laguna Beach for 25 years before I moved to Turkey. And this area in Samsun so reminds me of Laguna Beach. It's almost like coming home and seeing everybody at the beach and doing all that. It's really beautiful. This is a gorgeous place in Samsun. There's palm trees here, nice beach, great walkway, great bike riding and pedestrian. It's really, really something special. We're here at Edipose Beach, and it's in Samsun. And this is really a nice place, and it so reminds me of Southern California. You know, people are here, they're playing backgammon, they're enjoying, they're talking, they're drinking chai and coffee, and it's really in a very outdoor, nice feel to it. And it's a beautiful long beach, and it's got a nice bike path and a walking path. They don't combine them, so they're separate, which makes it very convenient. And the beach is all sand, so it's just really, really beautiful. So, you know, coming here is like revisiting California for me all over again. So, yeah, I'm a happy guy right now. Please subscribe to Last Looks. We have more of Samsun, and watch every week on our great tour of Turkey. I hope you'll join us for further explorations of Turkey. We're going to visit everywhere, and we're going to talk to everyone, from large towns to small. Please join us on this journey. These are our last looks.